who must not be named, the man, the myth, the only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person, it's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz on a Wednesday hump day. We just had a very good interview with B. Arthur Sabina Eckhart. She is a woman of 82 years young who spent 4 years living in communist East Germany. Father moved her there from West Germany. That had to be a culture shock to go from West Germany to communist bloc East Germany. Go check her website out. It's BArthurSabina.com is her website. Go check it out. She's got a good story to tell. And it's not a good story, but a story to tell. It had trials and tribulations, but it ended well because she's now an American citizen living in Chicago. Although it sounds like she's living in fear of wanting to be a Trump supporter, because if she showed her Trump support, it sounds like she is concerned with how that would be received in Chicago. Moving on. Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine appears to be set for authorization this week. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration staff members didn't raise any kind of major concerns about the vaccine. This was from documents that they released yesterday. The FDA reviewer said the two-dose regime of Moderna's vaccine was highly effective. Did not raise any specific safety issues with using the vaccine in adults over 18. Thursday's meeting of outside experts will discuss whether to endorse the U.S. emergency use authorization for the Moderna shot. The FDA typically follows the advice of this panel. Moderna is the second vaccine the FDA has considered. Pfizer Inc. and Germany's BioNTech was authorized last week, and it's already been put in people's arms. Matter of fact, it's coming to Marion County. It's already in Orlando, Tampa. They've started seeing vaccinations. Jacksonville started seeing vaccinations. There appeared to be some protection for trial participants after the first dose of Moderna's virus, which is given in 2 shots within 28 days between inoculations. It is said the vaccine efficacy was 80.2% in participants who only received 1 dose at the time. They said serious side effects in the trial of the vaccine represented medical events that occur in the general population at a similar frequency as in the study. So it looks like the Moderna vaccine, which they say is 95% effective, is going to get FDA approval. So now there'll be 2 vaccines on the market. Are you going to take the vaccine? 622-9622. If you are, call in and tell me why. If you're not, call in and tell me why. I see no reason for me to take the vaccine, just as I've seen no reason for me to take a flu vaccine. I wash my hands diligently. I try to refrain from being around sick people. If somebody's sick where I'm at, I'll say, hey, dude, cover your mouth, cough. Why are you here sick? I just, if you're sick, stay home. I do. But it does look like there's some light at the end of the tunnel if you're a vaccine proponent, with Moderna's vaccine coming on the market as well. I'm just worried about how they rushed it to market. That's my concern. You've not seen a vaccine with this much wide use since polio. Polio was the last time you saw a vaccine with this wide a use that's going to go into effect. Now, there's no mandate that says you have to take the vaccine, but the CDC is saying that, you need about 60 to 70% of the population to take it to create the herd immunity from the vaccine that the vaccine will give. I don't think we know enough about this virus yet to know how effective these vaccines are going to be over the long haul. What happens if these vaccines are effective now, but next year this thing mutates and we got to do it all over again? like we do with the flu every year. They're going to keep creating vaccines every year like they do with the flu? Are they going to test them properly, or are they going to rush them to market like they did this one? On one hand, it's great that technology has advanced. And by the way, when people say, they've rushed this, and they have rushed it to market, but some of this technology they've been working on for years that they used to create this virus, that they used not to create the virus, that they used to create this vaccine. I do know that some of the research that they used in the creation of this vaccine, they've been working on for 10, 20 years, but not this specific vaccine. And in this day and age, when you hear about all the stuff that are side effects over medicine that is sold on a regular basis, when you hear about medicine for, restless leg syndrome and how to stop your leg from shaking, but you may grow a third arm out of your neck as a side effect. Or you hear about this diabetic medication will help you with your diabetes, but you could grow a third nipple on your back as a side effect. And these are things that have been tried and tested. And I'm being facetious with the side effects, I know. But we don't know about this drug, and it's been rushed to market. So I, for one, will opt out. How about you? 622-9622 is the number to call. I understand people that want to take this vaccine, and frontline workers and people in assisted living facilities that are susceptible, that their immune systems are down. Okay, I get that. And by the way, well, Tom, you don't know what's going on. You don't have pre-existing conditions or something that can make you more vulnerable to the virus than the average person. That's what? No, I have asthma. I'm right in the crosshairs of something that would not be good if I got coronavirus. From everything I've heard about, it's a respiratory disease. I have a respiratory disease. It's called asthma. Every time I get a cold, I don't get just a sniffle and a cold. I get that honking croup cough. Can't breathe unless I'm sitting. Can't sleep because I can't breathe real well unless I'm sitting up in a chair, elevated. I know about bad respiratory infections. I've lived with asthma for 54 years. When you have the complication of asthma, any respiratory infection is no fun. Tom, this one could kill you. Any respiratory infection I get with my asthma could kill me. Pneumonia could kill me. Flu could kill me. Because I have a pre-existing condition called asthma. So believe me, I've made this decision knowing that I have asthma. Coming up next, we're going to have an interview to talk about the stigma of lung disease. We'll do that next. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. $21.91